Forest fans, Max Newton here on Talk Forest TV. Hit that like, comment and subscribe button, giving you a quick preview of Nottingham Forest at home to Manchester United on Tuesday at the world famous City Ground, 8 o'clock kickoff under the lights. And we go obviously into this game buoyed by a fantastic FA Cup quarter-final win away at Brighton. And I didn't do a review of Brighton, so I just want to say I thought we played pretty well. Considering the form that Brighton have been on, Brighton are the form team in the Premier League right now. I think since we beat them 7-0, they've won 5 and drawn 1, or lost 1-6 and drawn 1, or something like that. All the pundits predicting us to lose, which seemed bizarre considering we're still third in the table, and the last time we played them we won 7-0. But somehow only Forest could beat a team 7-0, and pundits on the mainstream media claim that. Joking when I say mainstream media, claim that that makes Brighton the favourites because they'll be out for revenge. Really weird. As weird as overturning a Stonewall penalty decision because apparently it was a clear and obvious error, and all the pundits agreeing that it wasn't a penalty, and yet Mitoma's arm clearly hooks round Anderson's leg, and Anderson doesn't go to the floor unless Mitoma hooks him with his arm and brings him to the ground, accidental or not. So really bizarre decision. Really bizarre punditry on the BBC, where they seem to think it was the worst game of football they'd ever seen in their life. You should go and watch some Championship football, mate, if you want to see some really turgid games of football. Can't watch the stuff these days. Terrible. Because I thought Forest actually went and dominated the first half. There was a stat for a period where Forest had 83% possession, which is ridiculous. So, how about talking about how Forest completely nullified Brighton's frightening front three? How about talking about how Forest, went and more than matched Brighton in terms of going forward, made some brilliant tactical and personnel decisions that completely nullified Brighton, and meant that Forest deserved the win, whether it was penalties or a goal. Really, really strange stuff. I thought it was quite an enjoyable game. It wasn't the best game in the world. It wasn't end-to-end stuff, but it was quite enjoyable. Forest were the better team until maybe like the last 10 minutes of extra time. And then we're just the daddies at penalties. And it's as simple as that. Clearly, we practice penalties. Clearly, we think about penalties a lot, including the psychology of penalties. You can see it in the difference in every penalty shootout that we've had. The way that the Forest players address the ball and take their time and think about it before executing, compared to the players on the other team. An absolute brilliant to see Ryan Yates score the winning penalty and celebrate in front of the delirious fans at the Forest fans at the Amex. Absolutely fantastic. Seems to be some confusion as to whether Yates and Nico will be suspended for the semi-final. Seen a lot of stuff saying that they won't be suspended because yellow cards are wiped clean after the quarterfinals. So we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, good win. Man City, I probably prefer Man City over Bournemouth because we really struggled to beat Bournemouth, but we're beating Man City at the City Ground. So get those tickets. Let's go. Let's enjoy it. Wembley again. On to Man United game. Like I say, I don't think Chris Wood was ever going to play the Brighton game because his second international game against New Caledonia was, I think, Tuesday. He probably wouldn't have arrived back at the City Ground until Thursday. I think we played Brighton after an international break when we played them at their place in the league, and he didn't start the game. Maybe it wasn't even in the squad because of just all that travelling. Let alone the games that he's played. So I don't think he was ever going to play that game, to be honest. But obviously, Forest players played 120 minutes of football. Some have been on international duty, come back, played 120 minutes of football in FA Cup time, away from home on the South Coast, and then got a game on Tuesday night. So whereas Man United will have had a rest this weekend because they're rubbish and they're not in the Cups. So I think that makes it a bit more difficult. Because we just see, I think, regularly, week in, week out, the difference that extra rest makes on the performance of Premier League players. But I don't think they were tired for this game. I think this game was just, that's the way the game played out tactically. So I think we'll play side picks itself. I think probably Sales, Murillo, Milenkovic player of the season. Aina, Nico Williams, Dominguez, Anderson, Morgan Gibbs-White, Anthony Elanga, Callum Hudson-Odoi. I reckon Chris Wood plays. I reckon he'll be all right. I reckon he'll play up front. I'm going to predict a Forest 2-0 win with goals from Morgan Gibbs-White and Callum Hudson-Odoi, I think. Manchester United player to watch out, Bruno Fernandes. Really, he's carried that team for the best part of this season. He's won games or got draws from games on his own with a bit of magic, shooting from outside the box, edge of the box. So he's the real danger man, I think, for me. I think apart from him, none of their players are that great, to be honest. They've spent a lot of money on really bang average players who can't score. Xerxes, Højlund, and so on. So yeah, I think if you stop Bruno Fernandes, you basically win the game. So yeah, come on you Reds.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Talk Forest TV back again with your 10 a.m. show. It is a women's review show. Obviously, we normally do this on the 2 p.m. show, but obviously, with it being match night tomorrow night, we've got our start 11 prediction show at the usual time of 2 p.m. So, obviously, the women's show will be at 10 a.m. And well, now, obviously, we're here to discuss about Forest and how the drew with Hull City yesterday. Obviously, Holly Manders with the goal. They had chances to put them away, and to finish the game off. Obviously, they didn't do that, unfortunately. And you know what? Forest women got caught, and 84th minute, Hull City scored. I mean, yeah, fair play. Forest had a lot of the ball and they created chances and did really well. It's just a shame that they couldn't convert with Wolves winning. I made that battle at the top a lot more interesting again. If Forest would have held out for that victory, it would have made it easier for the women to actually get the result that they needed to. But obviously, they couldn't hold out for it, and that. Yeah, I mean, they just got to find out, and actually, now that the matches will be, the 3 matches left, that obviously it makes it a lot more thinny, and both Wolves and Forest are tied at the top of the table now. Forest got that game in hand on Wolves though, so makes it more interesting, to say the least. Obviously, there are 3 games left. There's Liverpool Feds on the 13th, Stourbridge on the 20th, and West Brom on the 27th. So, obviously, a load of games left. Well, 3 games left. And with Wolves winning, like they did do, not helped it, but Forest women got to go to Liverpool Feds now and pick up the result, and just don't lose that sort of that lead that they have. I've got a really good goal difference though, which will come into handy. Obviously, Wolves winning 4, drawing 2. Well, they would have been, yeah, they actually would have been 3 and 2 again. Whereas Forest women won 3 due to in the last 5. So will be very, very much tight up there. Very, very disappointing that they couldn't win, but hey ho. Tell us what you think in the comments, and that's it. Thank you and goodbye. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Talk Forest TV back again with your 10 a.m. show. It is a women's review show. Obviously, we normally do this on the 2 p.m. show, but obviously, with it being match night tomorrow night, we've got our start 11 prediction show at the usual time of 2 p.m. So, obviously, the women's show will be at 10 a.m. And well, now, obviously, we're here to discuss about Forest and how the drew with Hull City yesterday. Obviously, Holly Manders with the goal. They had chances to put them away, and to finish the game off. Obviously, they didn't do that, unfortunately. And you know what? Forest women got caught, and 84th minute, Hull City scored. I mean, yeah, fair play. Forest had a lot of the ball and they created chances and did really well. It's just a shame that they couldn't convert with Wolves winning. I made that battle at the top a lot more interesting again. If Forest would have held out for that victory, it would have made it easier for the women to actually get the result that they needed to. But obviously, they couldn't hold out for it, and that. Yeah, I mean, they just got to find out, and actually, now that the matches will be, the 3 matches left, that obviously it makes it a lot more thinny, and both Wolves and Forest are tied at the top of the table now. Forest got that game in hand on Wolves though, so makes it more interesting, to say the least. Obviously, there are 3 games left. There's Liverpool Feds on the 13th, Stourbridge on the 20th, and West Brom on the 27th. So obviously, load of games left. Well, 3 games left. And with Wolves winning like they did do, not helped it, but Forest women got to go to Liverpool Feds now and pick up the result and just don't lose that sort of that lead that they have. I've got a really good goal difference though, which will come into handy. Obviously, Wolves winning 4, drawing 2. Well, they would have been, yeah, they actually would have been 3 and 2 again. Whereas Forest women 1-3 due to in the last 5, so will be very, very much tight up there. Very, very disappointing that they couldn't win, but hey ho. Tell us what you think in the comments, and that's it. Thank you and goodbye.